Hey, besties. Welcome back to the Girls That Get It podcast. Rude. What a way to start off 2023. This is our first episode of 2023, I think. It's the first one we've recorded, and it's the first one we're posting.
Yes.
Not Kenna talking into her fake mic.
Don't! We're 5 seconds in and you're already exposing me. What kind of attitude is this?
Wow, you've never been louder than... Your thing went all the way up to the red right now, and you're not even using a mic.
Because I'm yelling.
That's hilarious. Welcome back. Today's all about New Year's resolutions. But Kenna, if you want to tell them about your little mic saga real fast before we get into it, I will allow it.
So basically, if you're watching, I'm holding a mic that's got nothing plugged into it up to my mouth just to feel included, because we spent the last 20 to 30 minutes trying to get my mic to connect to my computer. And I'm using new headphones because, finally. And so when Hannah first got her headphones, there was like a whole issue setting it up with the mic. And we were like, oh, it's just that. And I was like, no, dog, I think it's my mic, because there's a little light that's usually green and mine was red. And when you go to like a recording system, you have to manually select to use the brand of mic as like the audio recording, and mine just wouldn't pop up. And I was like, damn, I think this is it. So basically,
your
my
mic is dead.
apologies for the audio, but I'm not sorry, because it's not my fault. It's been sitting in a dang box. How was I supposed to know?
I know both of ours have been sitting in boxes, so it makes no sense that yours would decide to stop working. It might be fine.
No.
But...
And usually my stuff, like, I feel like your stuff is stuff that usually breaks.
Right? I'm like, thank God it's not me this time. I'm sorry.
Like that
I'm sorry it's not you, but
I literally thought, like, this doesn't happen to me. Like,
well, it does now, so welcome to the club. Now you know what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to resend me the link, because I don't know where we got these things from. Actually, maybe I'll get a nicer one. Fuck this.
You should. You should. Go ahead.
No, but you should resend me the link.
I will if I can find it, which I'm sure I'll be able to somewhere.
Yeah. Okay,
but yeah, it's a new year. Resolutions time. We always do this. Well, we have for the last couple years. So we're back to do it again.
This is my favorite episode of the year. So for my mic to do me dirty is a little disrespectful, but I'm still showing up, not for me, but for you. You're welcome.
For me or the fans? Which one?
Both.
Yeah.
Mainly the fans, but you're
right.
included because you're a fan.
Hot take, I like low-key don't like this video / New Year's resolutions. Like, I'm starting to become an anti-resolutioner.
The day you come to me and says, Ken, I don't want to do this video anymore, I will be doing my own. Just to let you know. That's
fine. I mean, I will do it. It's just like, I don't know. I'm starting to become like an anti-resolution person.
Why are you a resolution hater?
I don't know. I feel like there's so much pressure in the new year to like have all of these great goals and to make like a huge list of things that you want to make better about your life or yourself, which that's not the issue for me, because I'm all about self-improvement and bettering yourself and setting goals and that. But it feels like if I don't do this on January 1st, then I suck. And sometimes the new year is like, while I think it's a good opportunity to make it a fresh start, I feel like sometimes if you're not always mentally in a place to feel like you're ready to do that, it can feel like daunting to be like, oh my God, I have to like set these goals and make a list of things that I want to do better and blah, 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 blah. When sometimes like you can do that any time of the year. And I get that New Year is just like an excuse to do it and a reason to motivate you, and you can look at it from both ways. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I love that I'm like low-key being forced to like have this mindset.
I think more people feel the way you feel than how I feel. Like, I think the majority of people are like, resolutions are a little overrated. Like, if you wanted to, you do it whenever.
Or like, yeah. I don't know. So, and I see both sides of it. Feel you. I see both sides, because I do think it's like a good time to motivate you and all of that. But sometimes I'm like, do I really like doing that? Like, is this me? I don't know. I did it anyway, so we're here. Yeah. We're gonna record it, and it always turns out good. Right. But I don't know. I'm just like having second thoughts about resolutions these days.
Oh, I just don't put that much pressure on myself. Like, yeah, there are overarching things that I want to work on, and I do, but I'm not like, I don't get butthurt at the end of the year if they don't come true or I didn't do it. You know, like,
Yeah.
That's where I'm just like, I just like the newness and the freshness, like the turn of a page. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
also see your point, and like, I do feel like this year, well, one, I don't feel like the holidays felt as Christmassy as they always do, if that makes sense. Like, I had
I
like the
agree.
best time at home, which
Yeah.
is a story for another day. But like, I also didn't feel like New Year's felt as new. Like, nothing just felt the way I was used
The
to it. So it kind
same.
of snuck up on me, and I do feel I was a little rushed. And it's the
Same. Same. It's we're already a weekend, 8 days in.
8th.
Yeah. 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 So I
What
don't
if I
know.
talked like this the whole? What if I talked?
Do not. Do not. That will be a distraction for me.
Okay.
Please don't. I'll let you
Yeah, I
go
know I will.
first. I'll let you go first. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like my thoughts on what I just said about resolutions will reflect in my resolutions when you hear what I wrote down. But I will let you start because you have one more than me.
Okay, so let's just get into this.
Yeah.
I made a list in my notes, and this isn't my resolution, but the theme for me this year is elevate everything.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote 2023, elevate everything. So starting off number one as my resolution, which is a little ironic for me. If you know, you know. Number one, health equals wealth, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really just think taking care of myself, like taking care of yourself is in. That's all I got to say. Like,
yeah.
mind, body, spirit, going to sleep early, getting sleep, taking care of your body, taking vitamins, exercising, eating healthy, like all of the things, dealing with your trauma, like anything that goes into the mental, physical, spiritual well-being is in. And I just really want to prioritize and put that number one this year.
As you should.
And I started 2023 by breaking my arm. So good chat.
That is ironic. But you couldn't really control that. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No.
So, no. But that's a good one. That's a good theme for the year. And I definitely yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay. So for my first one, well, let me explain kind of how I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm doing it differently than just like a list of several things. This kind of piggybacks off of what I said in the beginning about how like I'm kind of anti-resolutions in a way. So I figured for me this year, it would be more realistic and more just like appealing if I broke it down by month. So I put one, and maybe you could say smaller things for each month, but I put one thing that I like kind of want to accomplish each month. So by the end of the year, there's 12 things that I want to accomplish. And I feel like for me, like setting a list of resolutions for the whole year can be really not unrealistic, but it can be hard to keep myself accountable when I just put like eat healthy, focus on myself, do better, feel better, like things like that. Because then I'm like, how do I tangibly get there? And obviously I know how to tangibly get there, but sometimes it's just hard to remember what I even said in those resolutions, and it's hard to like put it into action and when it's not something that you're used to. And a lot of people I feel like are a little too ambitious with their resolutions, and that can be why they don't get accomplished sometimes. Because I mean, if you don't work out and one of your resolutions is you want to work out 5 days a week, and then you immediately like hit it hard and try to go 5 days a week, eventually you'll burn out because you're not used to it. And if you don't like take the small steps, I feel like it's hard. So for me, I've noticed over the like last few years, setting a list of like very general goals for the entire year, I don't always accomplish them. So I figured doing smaller ones for each month would be better. And some of these are subject to switch months, maybe like a couple towards the end of the year. It's kind of like, well, depending on what's going on, one of them might be switched. But enough chatter about that. Hopefully that makes sense. So for January, I put develop a new hair care routine because what?
Nothing. I'll share it later.
Oh, okay. Is that one of yours or something?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I put that because right now, all I do to my hair is wash it with shampoo, condition it, and then boom. And then that's it. Like I don't use anything on it unless I'm styling it. I'll sometimes use like a hair oil if it's like feeling frizzy and it needs a little shine, I'll maybe do that, but I rarely style my hair. I kind of just shower, wash, condition, and then let it air dry, and then it just kind of looks like this. And I really kind of, since I dyed my hair back brown from being blonde, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like growing out back into its full natural color. And so the bottom is like kind of dry and just like gross and just not as flawless and beautiful as it could be. So I definitely need to get a haircut. That's the first step. And then the second step is finding products that I can use in my hair and add to my routine to make it healthier, look better, feel better, all the things. So that's number one for sure.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
I totally feel you. Respect. Solid choice.
Thanks.
And achievable.
It is very achievable.
Okay, I'm going to get into my second one. My second one is probably the most important one. Spend less and save more. And
true.
How I think I'm going to do this and be successful in doing this is I'm going to try to reframe my mindset. And when I'm spending money, I'm going to try to view everything as like an investment. So like when I go to order Uber Eats, is that a good investment in myself? Is that like, am I going to get a return on my investment? No,
probably not.
I'm not. And I'm not going to say I'll never order Uber Eats, but it'll definitely stop me in my tracks more times than not. Mm-hmm. Another thing I'm going to try to work on is really focusing on things I need rather than want, and setting a certain spending limit every month. So that way I can allocate things to things I want while still saving for things that I want to eventually like pay off and like larger sums of money. Yeah. So just things like that. I'm also going to probably, at least for the first couple of months, try to implement like a reward system where if I save like my goal amount or more, I will buy myself like more of like a want rather than a need. Because if I think I need to get in that habit, and then eventually it'll become second nature. But I just truly love shopping so much. And there, like every day there's something new I want. And I don't obviously order something new every day, but I either need to make more income to be spending as much as I'm spending, or like things just need to change. Because also realistically, I used to be like such a good saver. When I was in college, I saved 70% of every paycheck, and I'm still living off of that 70% of every paycheck. And I need to I don't think I'll ever save that much again because I have a lot more expenses now, but like, I need to get back to saving like mindset. A higher, that mindset. Yeah. I'm also really bad about like, I want extras of everything. Like I have backstock of everything in my house, which is definitely like a luxury to get to when I am more established in life. But like, I don't need to have 3 extra moisturizers when I'm still using the one I have. Like, go through what you have before you buy new products, or like maybe you can tell you're getting low on your last one of whatever it is, and then get it rather than like, So that's a big one for me, which isn't a fun one because I like to spend money.
I know, right? Who the freak doesn't? But that's a good one. Okay. My next one for February, and this one, it will happen. So I kind of feel like I'm cheating by writing this because I know it's going to happen regardless of if I set a resolution list or not. But I guess I don't have to do it in February. So in February, I want to apply to grad school. So I'm planning on going to grad school in August, which is 8 months away. And I don't think the application is due until like more towards the beginning of summer. But I want to go ahead and apply to all the schools that I want to go to in February so that it gives me time to hear back. And then when I do decide on where I want to go, gives me time to figure out where I want to live. If it ends up being a school that I haven't been to, go tour it and see the vibes, see what's going on, and just kind of not be stressed about it because I don't want to do it at the last minute. And I don't know if a grad school application is like, I don't know if you have to write essays or do anything besides like send in your what's that called, transcript, and like maybe some letters of recommendation. But if I do have to write an essay or do anything like that, I don't want to be rushed. And I want time to think about it. So my goal is by February to have all my applications for that sent in.
That's a good one. Very good.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is get promoted and or get a raise at work.
That's good.
I've never really had, and like I kind of wish it was more deep than that, but since I am kind of just beginning my career, and even though I'm truly so happy with what I do, who I work with, and just like the whole shebang, I just feel like that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
I just reached my 6 months with the company in December and did things every month along the way that was always like a first for the company, the youngest for the company. And I love just paving the way for those to come after me. And I like raising people's standards, but it's getting to the point where I'm definitely very recognized for my work, but I would love to grow in responsibility as well as
compensation.
Wage. Yeah, compensation, because I'm taking on a lot.
Yeah. Give the girl the money that she is working for. Thank you.
Yeah. And it'll come. It'll come.
Yes, it will. It will. Your time will come for sure.
It would be, I would love to get it in under a year of being with the company, but I would take it within 2023 as a whole.
I think it'll happen in 2023 at some point.
It better. If not, we're going to.
Better or I walk. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know. But okay. So my next one is for March. And this one, I better get going if I want this to happen because...
You too. I'm going to second that. I'll second that statement.
Yeah, she already knows what it is. It is to have 2 books finished. If you know, you know. Actually, you don't really know. I don't know why I said that because there's nothing to know. But last year, I think like towards around summertime, I was reading a lot. I think I read like 2 or 3 books over the summer, which is a lot for me because I'm not a big reader. But when I do find a book that I love it and I can't put it down. It's just the issue is actually picking it up and finding time to start it. Like that's always what takes me the longest to do.
Yeah.
So my goal is to have by the end of March 2 books finished, which basically means I need to start now and read one book, have one book done halfway through February, and then spend the rest of February and March reading a second book. So I need to get going, but I really do love reading, and it's something that like helps me stay off my phone, and it's like just a different form of entertainment. So
yeah,
I really need to find the time to get that back into my daily routine. So hopefully I'll have 1 and 2 books finished by March. We'll see.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah,
love it. My next one is take better care of my hair and skin.
Facts.
I feel like I've been a lot better in the past several years about my skin, but I want to find something that works and stick to it. And I also think I'm at the place where like I consistently wash my face. I consistently like moisturize and put product on it, but I want to learn like what else I can do like beyond just like the same thing every day. I know like it's good to incorporate retinol a few times a week or like rotate, do this treatment this day, do like really get into it. Because I love doing it. And recently I've gotten the most compliments I've ever gotten of people saying my skin is glowing. And I've like growing up, that's just something I never thought I'd hear.
Yeah.
And that was like, it's truly like the biggest compliment when someone says that. Part of it is the makeup, but it's okay. I did put it on, so I'll take the credit. Right. But the other one specifically is my hair. Like I have always been a no maintenance hair kind of girly.
Same.
And I've always knowingly used bad brands of shampoo because I just didn't care. I was like, I like how my hair looks, and I've used this, and like, why not? And so I'm in the process of like trying to work through like that. I've also gotten a lot better. I used to wash my hair every single day of the week. That's wild to me.
That is crazy.
And now I can go like 3 or 4 days without washing it, and I like how it looks. But for Christmas, I asked for the whole Olaplex set in like the small sizes. So So I really want to just like take better care of it. And specifically as a blonde, like I probably go every 3 to 4 months to get my highlights done. And like again, it's an investment in yourself. And if I'm going to pay the several $100s to get it dyed, like
You should
I
take
want it
care
to
of
be
it.
healthy. I want it to be glossy. Yeah. And it just like, when you see a girl with like rich hair, like
That needs to
that's
be
gonna
me. Yes, exactly.
So like, you guys better watch out because it was one thing. Like I'm already this good looking without my hair being that great.
I'm dead.
So just wait.
That's funny. That is so funny.
But
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I second that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, my next one. You can tell she's really humble, guys, can't you?
I was gonna say I sound like Abe.
My next one is for April, and this one I think you'll like because I just know you will. It's nothing crazy, nothing innovative. But for April, I wrote down start walking the loop on a regular basis. And the reason I wrote that,
what I love to hear.
Yeah, the reason I wrote that is
you.
because for several reasons. One, it starts getting warm. I mean, it starts getting warm in like March, but April, it's like peak warm, like not peak, but it's warm enough to be outside. It's not 95 degrees, but it's not cold. So the weather is starting to get nice. It's starting to feel like summer. And also, hopefully this will be my last like summer in Wilmington. Well, actually, I don't know what my summers in grad school will look like, but hopefully I will have something going for me where I'm not back in Wilmington for long periods of time. So I want to take advantage of the beach and walking the loop and doing the local things while I can, because I know that I'll miss that when I don't have it, even though I'm like itching to get away. And also, that's just like a small way to incorporate like exercising regularly in a fun way into my routine. So hopefully in April I can start that and continue it for the rest of the year and do it on a regular basis because it's a fun time and good for you. So why not?
Yeah, I live for that one. You know me. I gotta pull up my next one. I want to walk the loop every day, but
right? It's a little far away to go.
Yeah. My next one is I started truly reading the past year. I've always wanted to be a reader and just never got into it. And I finally am, and I love it. My goal is to read 12 books, which I know for many people is like not that much, but for me, that's 1 a month.
That seems like a lot. My jaw dropped because that's a lot.
I mean, I read 6 last year and I didn't start until like the summer. So like,
I guess that's
doubling it.
Yeah.
And I have twice as long. Like,
that's true. I'm just a slow reader. It just takes me a long time to read.
I am too, but similar to what you said, once I get in it, I get in it.
Yeah. And you just go through it. Yeah.
And like when I travel, I'll read, or like when I'm sitting at the pool, I'll read. Like it's just such an escape. And I also love reading before bed if I have a book started. So
yeah,
just because I think there'll be months where I don't read anything and other months where I read 3.
More than one. Yeah, that's true.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's good. Okay. My next one for May, this one's kind of lame and I don't really like it, but I needed something to fill this slot, and so I put it. I guess this kind of applies overall, but specifically in May, I wrote post on TikTok every day, which is a little... I feel like that's a little ambitious, and the reason why I chose it for May was because it's the start of summer in my eyes, and so I'm like assuming I'll start doing more fun things around there and more summery things, and so hopefully I'll have entertaining enough stuff to do to film and like post something every day. Not that it always has to be what I'm doing because there's different types of videos, but you get the gist. Post on TikTok every day. Maybe that'll change to every other day. I don't know, but I'm hoping to post consistently.
Oh my gosh.
All year, but specifically May. We'll just try for every day and see what happens.
That's my favorite one you put because,
Really?
I'm a big fan of the content.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I mean, there's other ones that I like more, but like selfishly, that's going to benefit me the most.
Yeah.
But it's just good vibes. Before we got on this podcast, I told her she's letting the team down because she's the true star of the show, and I've been waiting for her to go viral for years. So everyone go like and subscribe because I don't care if you watch me. Go watch her. Like,
I'm dead. That's so funny.
Because then we all
thank
benefit.
You for saying
you know?
that. Yeah.
I told her I would join her like PR team once she makes it.
When I make it,
I'll be behind the scenes. I'll step away from the camera. Don't worry.
I would hire you. You'd have a job immediately.
Thank you. We'll talk about salary later. You know my expectations.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one. I want to challenge myself to truly become a master at topics I'm passionate about and be considered like an expert. I think I know a lot about several different things, but I was talking to a coworker today and like I'm definitely a jack of all trades. I have a lot of skills, but I want to be like exceptional at the few things that I do for work and just like things I overall like. And I don't know what those topics are like 100% yet.
Yeah.
But I just never want to stop learning. And I think to elevate myself is to just become an expert and like, you know, rise up to the challenge and really have some tools under my belt. So as I continue to grow and market myself to either other positions and jobs in the future, I can be like, I'm really good at this. Like, yeah. Better than anyone.
Average. Yeah.
You know,
that's good. That's a good goal to have.
Thank you.
Okay. My next one is for June, and I don't know where or who or what or why I wrote this, but I put travel to a new place. Again, summer vibes. So I'm just envisioning traveling for the summer, and I don't know if I kind of see this one as being something small and like maybe a road trip to somewhere close by that I've never been. I'm not really sure, but I love traveling and I want to travel to a new place before I start school. And it's just summertime. Things are fun. Life is great. So I want to travel to a new place that I've never been before.
I support that. I really like that one.
Me too.
Okay, my next one is short and sweet. It's just drink more water. I'm a
literally
sucker.
As I'm sipping water.
Yep. I'm a sucker for any kind of beverage other than water.
Yeah, that's true.
Just to feel something, you know.
Just like a little drink.
That cuts out the soda. At least decreases the soda. But you know, that's that.
That's a good one. I support that, and yeah, that's good. Okay, why is my phone not opening? Okay, this one's good. July. I want to have the number in my savings account doubled. We'll see if I can do it.
Oh, shit.
But
you want to share with the class what the number?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'll tell you.
You don't have to. I
don't care about that, but
I just want to know how much cash we're talking. Yeah,
it's not that much, but it's not nothing. It's not like there's only $300 in
any
there.
number is huge.
I know.
Yeah, well, doubling, like, if you think about it in the sense of like roughly you're going to be making what you've been making the past couple months, which is still good money, but like to double it is to do double what you're doing or save, not spend.
It's saving more, not. I can't make. I could.
Right.
Yeah. So by July, that's 7 months, I guess. I want to have it doubled. So I guess that means saving more and also just like being more. And honestly, I feel like I don't spend that much right now as it is. Like I'm very good at saving right now, and I'm not. The only thing I really spend money on besides like my car payment and my car insurance, which I have monthly, is like food or like getting coffee every now and then, or maybe I'll go out downtown and buy drinks or whatever. But I really haven't like shopped that much. I haven't really been spending money on like things for myself. So I'm going to try to continue that and maybe be a little bit better about it also, and not eat out as much and just like stuff like that. And hopefully I'll be able to double my number in my savings account, because I need to, just wealth, you know.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one you've probably done so far.
I had a feeling it would be. What, you see a ghost? Pajama ghost?
No, it just sounds like an airplane's really low, but I know there's not, so I don't know what that noise is. But anyway.
Oh, that's weird.
My next one is I want to host more. I want to enter my hosting
I like that one.
era, because I went through a phase when I was home from college, maybe through a few parties, and that's definitely not what I consider hosting, but I have always considered myself like the host friend.
Yeah.
And obviously I love going to other people's houses and enjoying their hospitality, but I want to like just have people over more. I want to do more things, and I feel like right now we're in such the era of like going out, which I do love, but I want to make apps and have people over to watch the game. I want girls' night. I want craft night. I want to cook meals. Like, I just want to enter that. And I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so there's realistically only so much I can do and only so much space I have. But like, let's do it. Like, I want to host.
That's a good one.
It's that
I like
time
that
of life.
one. It is. It is. I like that one.
Thank you. I feel like mine like get juicier now.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm excited. Mine get like, actually mine are just we'll see. Okay, my next one is for August. I guess I'm like we're low-key like kind of getting close to the end. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, plus the 3. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not. Okay, August. I put get settled in a new apartment. Inevitably, this will happen if I'm going to grad school, which I am. I don't know why I keep saying if, because I am. It's decided, it's happening. So this, I mean, I have no choice because I'm not, I need to live somewhere, and this will happen because school starts in August. But I wrote it anyway just because it'll be my first time living alone, because I will be living alone. I will not live with roommates. Oh, I will. I mean, I've already
That's the first I've heard this.
Oh, yeah, no. I've already had this conversation with all the parties involved, and I will be living alone. So,
meaning, if you're living alone, who's involved?
Me and my dad, because he is involved with the school process.
Okay.
Me, myself, and I. That's who. But no, I
was gonna say, I was like,
have always said that if I go back to school, I don't want roommates again, because I have had good experiences with roommates, but also I'm just at the point where I just need my own space. I don't like, I feel like mentally and as far as cleanliness, I'm just at the point where I'm ready to have my own place and live on my own and not have other people in my face. And I just like, I don't know, I'm just ready to live alone. And so I'm excited to get settled into whatever place that ends up being and have the freedom to decorate it how I want, do what I want, and not have anybody else to stop me. So definitely something that I'm excited about. And for August, it will happen.
Sorry.
You're good.
I realized my computer was not charging.
You're good.
Well, good for you. I am excited to see your apartment whenever the time comes.
Thanks, me too.
I would like to be consulted for my expertise.
You will be.
Thank you. Okay, next one for me. This is a big one, but I just want to become consistent in all that I do. Like whether that's meal prepping, whether that's like my cleaning schedule in my apartment, whether that's my fitness journey, like the effort I put into things. Like, I just want to be consistent. I feel like this past year, it was a great year, but I would ebb and flow through life, which is natural, and I'm not going to beat myself up over that. But I think part of growing and maturing and the way I want to see myself evolve is having the discipline to be consistent, and just develop habits like that.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I second that. Even though that's not on my list, I still second it. Because it's a good one. September. I asked Kenna if I could put if I could put turning 24, and she said no. So I guess my birthday is not a valid resolution. So instead, in light of this, a lot of these are on the theme of me going to grad school and like starting a new chapter, which I'm honestly very excited about. And I feel like I haven't talked about it a lot because it's kind of something that I've decided recently. But for September, because I will be in a new place, I put explore something new every week. So whether that's find somewhere new to go, whatever that means, I just want to explore something new every week and really take in wherever this place is and try to live life to its fullest.
That's a really good one, and we'll definitely push you outside of your comfort zone. But what I just realized is I'm so excited for every month to have something to ask you on the podcast.
If I did it,
I can be like, I'd be like, how's it going?
Did you do your thing? Yeah. Hopefully I'll say yes to all of them.
Okay, my next one is find ways to give back. It's something I've always been passionate about, and I've always tried to find my own way to do that. But being in a new town, I haven't really gotten super involved in my community, and we definitely do stuff at work all the time, and I try to participate through that, but I don't have like being like a young professional trying to pay off debt and all these things. Like I have some money to spare and I do donate money, but I also want to get involved with either an organization or a cause where I can give my time and go like maybe once a month on the weekends, or just find things to bring people to, or is there something I can make, or like I just want to get involved and find an organization I'm passionate about or a cause that I'm passionate about and just give back, because I want that to become a routine part of my life. And I think, again, developing that habit now while I still am young is important to me.
Yeah. I like that one. That's good. And it sets the tone for life, I feel like. So
yeah,
it's a good one. Okay. October, this one. This is Ken's birthday month. So maybe I should have
It could be celebrate Ken's birthday.
I should have said that I want to see you on your birthday. I'm going to add that on here.
Let's do it.
Because it's her 25th birthday, so that would be a lot of fun. But my other one is to get another tattoo. I don't necessarily have any ideas right now or like anything I'm dying to get, because I did kind of get two recently. Yeah, I guess that was recently. That was in October. But funny enough, I didn't plan.
I was gonna say, if you travel to see me or we could travel somewhere, you probably will get one.
I probably will get one. Yeah, I didn't do that on purpose, but that'd be a vibe. And hopefully by October of this year, I will have something else that I want, or maybe I won't, and it'll just be spur of the moment like it normally is when we're together and I get a tattoo.
Yeah. That one will happen for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. My next one is be conscious of the energy I fuel others with. I know I can't always be 100% on every day, but something I've noticed specifically in a work environment is like when other people show up, and like granted, I want them to have the bad day if they're having a bad day, but sometimes consistent negativity or consistent gossiping or consistent worry like really brings me down, even if I'm not the one doing it. And I just never want to be that person that is consistently bringing others down. So specifically like
that energy,
gossip less and like stop like worrying about things I can't control, and just like give the good and be the light for people, even if it's fucking annoying. Like today, one of the girls at work, she was like, I just want to go home. And I'm like, we're an hour away. Like, we can do it. It's okay. Like, just being that positive light for other people.
That's good. I like that one, because I feel like it's easy to get caught up in the like complaining and focusing on what's like not going right. So that's always good to have that person that's positive and uplifting.
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, November. This one you're gonna laugh at, I think. You just
I love a good laugh. I
I don't
love a
think
good
you'd
laugh.
I don't think you'll actually laugh, because for me it makes sense, and you probably will support it. Actually, I'm like acting like it's something so dramatic. It's not. It's the simplest thing ever. But for November, I want to have like a full on like coffee bar set up in my apartment.
Ooh,
Like
this is good.
the whole nine. Like I want the fancy coffee machine, not too fancy, because we are on a
Like an
budget.
espresso.
Something, yeah, something
That could be like a good birthday gift, though.
that could
Like,
it could. So maybe my fancy espresso machine, and then all like the few syrups that I like, the different utensils. Make it cute, like a bar cart, but for coffee. If you get the vibe.
yeah, that's a good one.
And for one, that'll just help me save money on coffee, which I really haven't been spending money on coffee like that lately. I got like a bunch of Starbucks gift cards for Christmas, so I've been using those. But before that, like I was good about making coffee at home, but I want to elevate the coffee at home to like a Starbucks level. So I'm hoping that when I'm in a new place, I can buy all the tools and things that I need and make it cute and have it be like a little coffee corner in my apartment.
You should. It's an investment. It's an investment.
It is. And honestly, it makes me excited. So hopefully I can do that.
You def should.
Thanks.
Okay. My next one is I want to share my point of view. I specifically wrote this in the aspect of work. I like never want to overshare, and I'm also of the opinion of like I want my words to hold weight. I don't want to just fill space with my voice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I think people at work really value. But there's also times where I catch myself like choosing not to pick a battle or not like voice my opinion because it's maybe not my place or it's not the right timing. And I just want to leave that mindset at the door and like start speaking up for what I believe in and advocating for others as well, because I work for a company that thankfully values honest feedback, and I don't think I'll get in trouble for it. And not even just with work, but like, let it rip.
Just
like, I'm me. This is what I think. And like, I'm really only hurting others and myself by not sharing what I think could benefit them or benefit like us as a team. And like, I'm not doing it out of malicious intent. So speak up for myself as well as others.
Yeah, you should. Okay, this is technically my last one as far as like the months go. This is for December, and then I have 3 more like in general ones for the whole year that I'll get into after. But for December, I just put be content, and what I mean by that is is just in life. But
that's so cute.
I know, it's a good one, right? Just in life in general, I want to be content, but when I was thinking about what to write for like the last couple months, I was having a really hard time envisioning myself a year from now because it's so hard. Even though I know what I'll be doing, like I'll be in grad school. I will have just finished my first semester. I'll be like living in whatever place. So I know what I'll be doing, but for some reason I just like have trouble envisioning like the stage of life that I'll be in mentally in a year from now, and just kind of like my everyday life might look so different, because I think about myself a year ago from today, and I'm like, even though I'm a similar person, just like the things about my life were different and the way I lived every day were different. Like a year ago I had a boyfriend and I was doing the girlfriend things, and a year ago I was in school, and like it was just a different stage of life. And so my everyday life looked different. So it's hard for me to envision what my everyday life will look like a year from now, because I don't know what outside factors are going to be a part of my life or not. So I was like, I don't know what to write for this. And I was like, you know what? I just hope that whatever those factors are, that I'm content with it, and that I'm happy with my decision to go to grad school, and that my first semester goes well, and that I'm enjoying where I'm living, and that my friends are good, that I'm good, and that everything is good, and that I'm just content with the decisions I've made and the place that I'm at. So
totally.
We'll see. I feel good about this year, and I hope that by December I'm content with all of it.
Yeah, that's such a good way to like round out the calendar year, and like you said, knowing change is coming and just like embracing whatever happens is the best way to kind of take it, because like it's just gonna happen and you're gonna roll with the punches, and it's gonna be great because you make it great, not because you maybe get what you want or it's the ideal situation, but how you handle it. So
exactly,
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is, I wrote down fuck FOMO. I
It's funny.
want to get rid of the idea of the fear of missing out, and I feel like, and at least in the last month, I've really embodied that. Something I've always struggled with, specifically in college, as well as like my first year post grad, was always feeling like the one that's not there, or that like I'm missing out on things. And I think that's inevitable, specifically in college. Like, people just compare themselves, but I've just had such an eye-opening last couple months of where I'm at, catching up with old friends, seeing people from high school, and like truly just being content on where I'm at, and reminding myself like I'm not missing out, I'm living my life, and that looks different than theirs, and that's okay. And like, realistically, and this isn't to shit on anyone, but like, the party's not that fun. The concert isn't something that you won't see again. Like, you're doing what you need to do, and like, say you have to work a dang weekend, you're not missing out. Like, you're not missing the biggest weekend of the year, even if it is. Like, you kind of control your destiny and your mindset towards things. Like, you're not missing out on anything because you're living what's meant for you. And I truly feel that way now. I just want to keep that kind of mindset going, because realistically, you ain't missing out on shit.
That's true. And you never know you never know what could happen if you do the other. Like, if you think that you're missing out on a party or whatever, well, you don't know what might happen at your job if you go. That might be the day that they ask to promote you, or just like small stuff like that. You just never know what good could come from the other choice.
Yeah.
So
and I'm here to say that doing you for you, and putting in the work to grow, whether it's work, personal, relationships, like, that's it. Like, forget this like living for the weekend, because you should be living every day. Like, enjoy your weekends, don't get me wrong, but like,
of course,
I'm telling you what's in, and FOMO isn't.
That's good. Okay, so my more general ones, I like kind of hate these, but also, I don't know, I wrote them anyway. The first one is one that I wrote last year, and honestly, like, I did not accomplish it to my fullest potential, like, at all. Which is totally fine, but this year I'm hoping to accomplish it, and it's make more friends. Why is it so hard to make friends as an adult? Like, it's hard. And specifically right now, like, the only thing I'm working, but I'm not really working with people that, I'm not working in an environment that's as easy to make friends, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. It's
limited. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully,
I mean, you could ask some of the younger like teachers to go do things.
There's like 2.
Of the 2 I'm thinking of?
Probably. They're both girls.
Well, yeah. T and L?
Yes. Those are the only 2.
Yeah.
Anybody else is not really.
You could still ask them
which
to do
I
something.
still could. And I'm sure that, yeah, I'm sure they would, especially L. Like, we're cool, and we talk and whatever. But overall, I just want to make more friends and be more social. And I put that last year. I guess I kind of did it a little bit, but not really. Not entirely. So that's a goal. And specifically towards the end of the year, when I go back to school, I'm hoping that that'll be an environment where I can meet more people, because we're all going to be there for the same thing. And I feel like it being grad school is a little bit more, I don't want to say I think it'll be easier to make friends, but it's like those people are choosing to be there. And I'll be taking very specific classes for the major that I choose. So it's more, I don't know. I feel like it'll be easier to have a group of friends. So make more friends.
Yeah.
All the things.
Totally.
You get the vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great one. Okay. My next one is I want to be more consistent on socials. I know I've been saying my YouTube comeback is coming, but like I'm tired of being the girl that cried wolf, you know?
Me too.
Like,
Me too. Because I don't believe a word you say.
I know. And
when it comes to this,
I want my word to mean something in all aspects of life. And
yeah.
I was telling Han the other day, like, I really just need to give like all that I can into the social media while obviously maintaining all of the other things, because like you got to put the effort in to see something. And I truly think both of us have the potential to grow on whatever platform we choose to. It just takes consistency, effort, original ideas. And I think we both have a combination of those things, maybe not everything, but that's why we do some things together and have each other. And like a goal of mine is to do more affiliate marketing, linking. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Use like my like to know it more, and then eventually get to a place where I open an Amazon storefront. But I have like milestones set for each of those before I like, move on to the next.
Yeah.
But just begin to take it a little bit more seriously, because the content we're putting out is good. Like we talk and joke all the time, like our OG Ken and Han videos, fire.
So good. We need to get back to that.
Yeah, and part of the magic
we were
is being
getting
together.
Views. Like we were getting views too. Like
Tell
I'm like, what?
me about it. Tell me about it. World? And honestly, even if you look at our individual channels, like maybe it's nothing crazy, but like you have a couple videos that have a lot of views, and I have a couple videos that have a lot of views.
Like give us a recognition.
Right. We both have had TikToks that have been successful.
We popped off.
Right. For being nobodies. And I think if nothing else, we had consistency, we might be somebody's.
Yeah, I think so.
We might not be Alex Earl, but
correct.
We're Ken and Han.
Yeah.
We also could have been Alex Earl. Like we still could be.
Yeah. Very true.
It's just putting that consistent effort in, because it's truly something I enjoy and am passionate about and ready to get back to. So really that.
Good. I like that one and hope that it's true. So I'm waiting for the comeback. I mean, I've been waiting and I'm still waiting. Time's a ticking. I'm just kidding. But also I'm not. Okay.
Good things take time.
True, but can't take too much time. Can't be waiting forever.
Right.
Okay. This one I put because I don't even know why, because I'm kind of already fire at this. At least not right now, but like when I'm living, you'll understand when I say it. When I was like living in my apartment in college, I was really fire at this. I'm not really now because I'm living at home, but that's besides the point. I just put cook more because I love cooking. And I feel like when I am living like in a school situation or living not in my parents' house, I'm pretty good at cooking like frequently and not eating out a lot. Obviously I have my days and I don't cook every single day, but it's something I enjoy doing. Also, like financially, it makes more sense and it's just better for you. So I'm hoping to cook more, learn new recipes, and while I'm living at home, take advantage of the fact that my dad is a really good cook and learn some recipes from him that I could use later on.
So true.
Yeah.
Get that knowledge while it's hot.
I need to.
I have two more. What about you?
I have one, but I kind of don't know if I'm going to say it. I guess I will. I have one.
You should. You should.
I have one more.
We're winding it down, getting to the end of the list. But my second to last one is fall in love with the process. And what I mean by this is I felt like a lot of last year I spent so much of my time like wishing, hoping, and wanting to get to the next phase of life, and then also executing, growing, and like trying to live through the change of getting to that next place of life. And I did enjoy the process of that, but now that I'm a little more settled in, I want to fall in love just with like truly living. Like I want to fall in love with the process of making plans. Like right now, that's something that texting and being annoying and being like, when do you want to meet? Where do you want to meet? I find annoying, but realistically, it makes my memories. I want to fall in love with the process of eating healthier. I don't want it to view it as like, ugh, I have to eat healthy. I want me to view it as fueling my body. And sure, I'll still go get fast food and eat my queso and snack on my chips, but like truly love the process of whatever that is. And I like that it's a little open ended, because something I really learned last year was just like, you're always evolving, and the rest of life is just figuring it out. And whatever process that I choose that I want to do that day, or whatever that weaves and turns, and maybe I don't care about certain things 2 months from now, but like while I'm in it, I want to love slowing down and the process of getting better and all that stuff.
That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one.
Thank you.
Okay, my last one is a general one, and I don't know what this even means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't really have any specific like aspects of life that I'm referring to, but I just put focus more on me, whatever that means. I think I did say something along these lines last year, maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, just in all aspects, I feel like just prioritizing myself, whatever that means in life, is something that I need to get better at, and something that I want to do in 2023. So that is that on
really
that.
Good.
Thanks.
I mean, that's a great way to end it. Just because you are your main character, you're living your best life.
Very true.
Okay, my last one is I want to share more of myself with others.
That's good.
I feel like my true besties really get to see me for who I am, but more of on a day-to-day basis with strangers or people maybe I'm not as close with, I want to let them in. I don't want to always be as guarded, because when people get to see the little glimpses of the things that make me, or my little habits or my little things, they're like, oh my gosh, like they just grow to appreciate or love me more. And so I don't want to be scared to do that. And I feel like I'm really growing into myself and embodying all that I am and all that I want to be. So just sharing myself more.
That's a good one, and I don't think you're good at that. So I hope that I mean like I don't think you're not good at letting people see every part of you. Yeah,
because once you get me to the goofy fun side of life,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It gets better for everyone.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. That sounded rude right away. But
no, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean. The real ones know. They know. So that's a good one.
They know. So,
the real ones being us. I don't know who I'm talking about, but whatever.
I mean, my close.
Your close friends know. Yeah.
Nicole's starting to see it, and just other people, and you know, I got a personality. Okay,
it's true. No, that's good.
Well,
that is all.
I always feel so happy after these.
Yeah, this was a good episode. I think I prefer my approach for myself that I did this year, because
I liked it.
I don't know. I feel like for me, it gets me more excited about the year, and makes me more excited to accomplish these goals, because a lot of them are what, in my eyes, like tangible, realistic things that I can accomplish, and it feels less daunting to like look at this list versus like a big list of like be better, do better, blah 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 blah, which obviously I want to do all these things, but hopefully this puts me in good spirits for the year, which I think it did, so I'm happy with it.
Totally. It seems much more manageable, and it also, like, if you really looked back at it next year from a statistic point, you're probably going to accomplish like 10 to 12 of those things. How many other people can say they accomplished 10 to 12 of their resolutions?
Yeah, exactly. No. Right. So I'm excited about it. I think it's good. It'll be fun. Good times.
That is great. Well, thank you guys for listening. Please comment down below what your New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals are for the upcoming year. I would love to hear them and read them and get inspired by you all. And I hope you took something away from this. And like you said, or like you heard us, we're going to be posting more. So follow us on all the things. Like and subscribe to this podcast, most importantly. It's the Girls That Get It podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to. She's at HRunZuli, and I'm Kenna Casto. And we will see you guys in another episode really soon. Our infamous Billie Eilish 1 year apart interviews are coming very quickly. So strap in, buckle in, get the juice ready.
Get the popcorn.
It's another.
It's gonna be a doozy. I hope.
It's
we'll
good
see.
So we'll see you for those really, really soon.
Bye.
Bye.